All right, wings away, Pegasus. Okay. Guess I better stay on the road? Question mark. Okay. So nice little scrap run. Not going far. Oh, don't scratch that in the back of my neck. Hopefully that Caline Ocean does its job. So just coming out of Presley Domain here with a skimpy load, a light skimpy load, but a load's a load. I mean, money's money. The big thing with this load is to make sure when I'm done that I really clean out the box so that there's no, what you call it, get out of here, you stupid mosquito. Oh, don't start thunder. Oh, he's starting to act up a bit. See him, he's starting to. Ah, don't start. Come on, buddy, I gave you new oil. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we got to get around the death curves before we die here. Yeah. So I don't want to die on the hills here because people drive around so fast, like they'll just ram right into the back. Okay, is it gone? Okay. So that's the first time it's did it since the oil change anyway. So it's still something. Somebody suggested a coil pack. I don't know about a coil pack. It could be. But coil packs are usually more noticeable, you know what I mean? But you see, it's usually, I find when it starts and stops. So I know it's doing it less since I've completely disconnected the EGR valve. But I also notice that it's doing it less since I've done the oil change too. So there's probably a combination of a few things that are doing this. So there could be another sensor, like maybe my mass airflow intake sensor, could be the cam phase sensor, could be the crankshaft sensor, it could be you know, could be a timing issue, could be, right? I'm gonna have to get another code reader, but it's not doing it as much. The other thing I thought about is it could be periodically clogged injectors, because I mean, this truck didn't do a lot of driving with the previous owner. They only drove it whenever they needed to pull something, right? So a vehicle's sitting, maybe the more I drive it the better it gets. I don't know, it's hard to say. Will I ever figure it out? I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, it was this farm, little horse farm here. There's a couple of horses in there. I was supposed to, I had sent them an email. They were looking for somebody, you know, around March, and they never got back to me. So I don't know if they ever found somebody or not, but yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, it's a nice little scrap metal. I don't even think there's 200 pounds on there. Well, 180 maybe? Yeah, enough just to clear out the back of my truck. You know, like when you don't have enough for the scrap run, you don't go at all. And then, oh, it's starting to drip a bit. But then when you have just, you know, like say like a couple of 100 pounds, yeah, okay, go in. You're not going to make any money, but it does add up over time. Like I don't accumulate, I never offload something at home, say, okay, there's not enough. Like I don't empty the back of this truck unless I have to, right? You know what I mean? It's like, because if I know I'm going to be grabbing something else, then yeah, okay, I'll empty it out. But if I don't have to empty it out, I simply do not, right? I just basically, you know, drive with whatever's in the back. Like today I had to take out the paver bricks there because, you know, there's a couple of 100 pounds there to drive around for nothing, right? I meant to do it last night. You know, I grabbed them last night anyway, or the day before, whatever. And I meant to do it last night, but I was just too tired. Like I still feel like like I needed a day off, like, so that's not really work, but I do got to clean the truck and stuff like that. That's probably when you get too busy in your season, is like you don't get a chance to do all the maintenance and stuff that you need to do, right? And I usually do maintenance on the truck once a week, you know, check everything out, whatever, check all the fluids, all that, which is you know, is what it is, right? So I make sure that, you know, like, you got to rest too, even in your busy season. It's just, I push as far as I can, because every day that I work, you know, like I say, I have to make a year's worth of income in like 5 months, right? Because I'm off most of the winter. And that's not good. You know what I mean? Because that's no cash coming in, right? So it'd be different if I had year-round work. Then I'd be like so far ahead it wouldn't matter, you know what I mean? You know, so that's usually how people up here have to work, is they have to kind of bust their ass until they can't, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the brake thingy. I bet you guys were saying that. That's your brake thingy, Rich. Yeah. So hopefully I have a hunch when I stop and I unload and I go back, it's gonna go bleh, bleh. It seems like when you stop it and you don't sit long enough, like if you sit for an hour, you start it, you could drive away and it's no problem. But if you start it, stop it, and then start it again, like within, like, say 5 or 10 minutes or 20 minutes of stopping, it seems that's when it does it. But if it's doing it less, then I'm on the right track. So maybe the bad oil did have a lot to do with the bad running too. So I got 5W30 in there, which is a little thicker, but Dodge, I don't, anybody that has a Dodge of this Gen 3 Dodge, they messed up on the cap. It says 5W20, but there was posts in the manual it's 5W30. 1A Auto was the source that I got that from. So you know, it's a little bit thicker, but this is a, you know, there's a lot of heavy moving parts in there with, you know, like in a car you wouldn't put something like 5W30 in there, you know, maybe 50W50, 15W50 or 20W50 if you lived in like Arizona or someplace where it's really hot. You'd want as thick as possible. But like where it's cooler temperatures, you go thinner, right? So, oh, there's a dually there. I think, guys, my next truck, if, you know, Thunder can get us there, the next truck's probably going to have to be a dually. What do I do for time here? Oh, these guys might be on lunch. Hope not. 0-0. Good. Alrighty. Let's see how late this is going to be. 28:30. That's about 200 pounds. It's about 200 pounds. Yeah, that's yeah, depending on how much junk I already have in my truck on top of that.